Welcome to the APP Tour, the world's first, the world's best.
Oh, dribble around the post. Oh, my God.
Are you kidding me?
Here we go.
Here in California, destiny calls at the Johnson Ranch Pickleball Complex at the world's first, the world's best, the APP Tour and the 2025 APP Sacramento Open. The rush for gold is on in mixed doubles as we welcome you into the booth here on Championship Court alongside Next Gen National Team Head Coach Chad Edwards and Pro Pickleball Coach Dominic Catalano. I'm Dorian Kraft. Fellas, we have two fantastic mixed doubles semifinals still ahead and both really going to be very interesting in terms of the matchup. Chad, what's the one thing you're looking forward to the most?
I'm actually interested to see the firepower between Hayworth, Hendry, Kafka, and Walczak. Sorry, I took who you were going to talk about right there, but I think you got two of the hardest hitters in pickleball and two guys that really like to drive their third. So it's going to be a little chaotic.
How hot right now is Petr Kafka? Like, he's not missing. And I saw him earlier with Dario Walczak, and then just watched that quarterfinal matchup. He's not missing. He's almost avoidable to this point right now.
Well, certainly don't count out our first semifinal with Mark Dancuart and Jill Braverman. This new pairing making their way to the semifinal, taking on Will Howells and Bobby Oshiro, the top seed. This one very interesting, fellas, because of the relationship between Howells and Braverman and Howells and Dancuart.
And Howells and Oshiro, like Howells played with all three other people on the court.
So does that make Howells the X factor?
Absolutely. No, actually, my X factor is actually Dancuart and Oshiro.
Yes.
That's two X factors.
Yeah, well,
that's
one for each team.
X and Y.
So then what is this match going to come down to?
I like what you're saying, though, Chad, between Dancuart and Oshiro. Dancuart because he's new to this scene right now and this pressure, and Oshiro because she's had some time off. Oshiro just back on tour. She had taken some time off. She got married. She took some time off to kind of go through all that. She's happy to be back, but she's going to be my X factor right now if we can kind of see where she's at right now, but she has been playing very well today.
Well, it was Howells and Braverman that captured the first gold in mixed doubles on tour this season back in Fort Lauderdale. Let's take a look. Our mixed doubles gold medal match, the top seed Will Howells and Jill Braverman, the two seed Megan Fudge and Jack Monroe. 5 straight points.
Wow, what a stop from Monroe and Fudge. Oh, wow, what a move.
Fudge and Monroe. Mixed doubles gold medal on the line between the top two seeds, Jill Braverman and Will Howells taking on Megan Fudge and Jack Monroe. Oh, yeah, easy put away there for Howells. Fudge sends it long, and the first game belongs to the top seeds.
Great movement there from Will Howells, again anticipating that lob.
Put away from Howells and a little excuse me on the end.
Oh, net cord.
5-hole winner off of the net cord, and Will Howells and Jill Braverman captured the gold medal in straights. Partners turned adversaries, Will Howell and Jill Braverman. They won the gold in Fort Lauderdale, won a silver in Daytona Beach, and now they will be facing each other for the right to move into the championship match. Fellas, how does this work?
Well, I mean, again, you're talking about professionals in the sport. It's going to be fine. I really don't think there's that big of a deal, but I think who's got something more to prove is Braverman. Braverman's going to come out as soon as she gets a good point against Will Howells. Everyone here in the facility is going to hear about it. And so I think that's going to be an X factor for me with Braverman going against Howells. Because they'll be straight up against each other.
How much can she get in his head?
Right.
And it's kind of, she's been vocal today from the get-go. I think in the quarterfinal, the very first point, she was vocal. So Yeah, I think it's, Dancuart has something to prove as well, because, there's a little bit of pressure on here with him that, Braverman's already taken a gold and a silver in mixed doubles. You don't want to let her down. And then you're trying to prove yourself on tour as well. But then you've got Oshiro and Howells coming in as the 1 seed. They're the ones that are supposed to win. Braverman and Dancuart coming in as a little bit more of an underdog. You can play looser, go for things. Should be an interesting matchup right now.
Well, plenty of storylines converging in this first of 2 mixed doubles semifinals. The top seed of Will Howells and Bobby Oshiro won 3 medals on tour together last year, a gold, silver, and a bronze. That gold coming in New York City. It will be Braverman to serve first. Braverman and Dancuart in the pink and black at the top of your screen. Howells and Oshiro in the black and white at the bottom. Howells going right back through the middle to force the side out.
Well, and that's going to be the difficulty for Braverman and Dancuart. If they can't make a ball bounce against Howells and Oshiro, both are very good at reaching in, being aggressive.
And right on cue, right there. It's Bobby Oshiro taking that ball out of the air, speeding it up, and starting that.
Oshiro and Howells getting on the board first.
Howells just walking through that drop, leaves it a little short. Nice reach in there from Braverman.
Well, that's what she does so well, too. She takes a lot of balls out of the air. She'll hold that line, won't allow that ball to bounce, and if she can attack it, she will.
Missed the third there. It's been a fairly easy day for Oshiro and Howells working their way through the bracket. Haven't gone to 3 in any of their games. Took their quarterfinal over Harrison Sobek 3-4.
Oh,
Oshiro able to get on top of it.
Ball's off.
I thought it hit Howells in the stomach.
I know.
Somehow just flicks it off of the body.
And Oshiro, don't give her an overhead. Please don't. Well, someone's going to get hurt.
Like we say,
you're out of the line of fire in this one.
We love Bobby, but most of the balls above the net are an overhead for her. So.
That time Oshiro can't make the pickup. Dom alluded to Oshiro taking some time off tour. Got married recently in February, honeymooned in Bali. So just getting back into the swing of things here in 2025.
Been playing the game for so many years. A couple months off to get married and go to Bali. I think Bobby's okay. Coming back, she's probably refreshed.
Yeah. Ooh.
Dancuart starts the firefight. Howells catches the tape side out.
Yeah, a better speed up there from Dancuart. We saw in the quarterfinals trying to speed up a couple of times on that backhand side and sprayed them long. This time he adds a little bit more shape to it.
All right.
Catches Dancuart there in the transition.
Yeah, it's a good spot there from Oshiro. And she finds some space in the middle.
Space for a spot.
Space for a spot in the middle, as Dorian alluded to in the transition area.
Ooh. Just crawled off of the tape. Of course, our mixed doubles day started with a bang. The defending champions from Daytona Beach knocked out in the quarterfinals by Chris Hayworth and Amanda Hendry. They'll be coming up next in our second quarter as Howells continues to go after that.
Oh, no.
Oh, it just died.
Oh, Braverman got pinned back behind the baseline there as Dancuart was the predominant target for Howells. And then Howells just hits a little drop volley out of the reach of both of them.
Oshiro coming up short on the third.
Oh, yeah. Use that net, Oshiro. Yeah, Dom, you and I have been saying it for a long time. Bobby Oshiro, probably one of the most underrated players on tour. She's so good, has so many tools in her bag.
Yeah, I mean, just like that right there, right? She's attempting an Ernie right there. You know, she doesn't have much reach on that Ernie. But again, it's the attempt. It's the attempt, and it's, like you said, how many tools does she have? She has every tool in the toolbox.
Another point there. It's really difficult to call Oshiro underrated when she won 8 medals on tour last year, 5 of those coming in mixed doubles. And let's not forget that she closed out the year by winning nationals in singles.
Mm-hmm. And but
she
people
doesn't
overlook
get,
her.
She doesn't get a talking point.
Right.
Then maybe that's on us. We should be talking more about Bobby Oshiro.
Well, we talk about Bobby Oshiro. We're just saying in general in pro pickleball.
Oh.
Right now, Oshiro and Howells doing work in game number 1, 6-1 on top of Braverman and Dancuart. A timeout taken, and we will take one with them. Right now, the top seeds are rolling here in the semifinal.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
16 years from today, Greg Gerstner will finally land the perfect cannonball. Unsuspecting friends? Check. Epic water displacement? Big check. A work of art that's only possible because Greg is already meeting all these same people at AARP volunteer and community events. They'll keep Greg active, involved, and mischievous, and help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Welcome back. Will Howells, Bobby Oshiro leading 6-1 here in game 1 of our first mixed doubles semifinal.
Oh,
with a Burt!
What a move!
A backhand Burt, nonetheless.
But let's talk about the reset from Oshiro. She almost got hit in the body. The perfect reset sets up this Burt.
That was ridiculous.
Oh, nice shape there from Oshiro. And that just goes to show that, I mean, not that that was a slower drive, but it wasn't the hardest of drives, but it was all about the shape. Just dropping below the net. Uh-oh.
Get up, Bob.
Trying to talk that ball back in. It sails wide, but not before Howells and Oshiro are able to build a 7-point lead.
Well, Braverman opening up the line of communication between her and Howells, going, "You're not going to go at me?"
Oh, Dancuart just rushed that one. Tried to get the drive off before Oshiro could get up to the kitchen line.
Felt like a case of maybe trying to get all 7 back in one go.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if that ball really was going to go out that Braverman was calling right there. Didn't have a whole lot on it. But good hands, good attack there from Dancuart.
Still with work to do, trailing by 6, 2-8-2. Oshiro just forcing the issue and driving Dancuart back.
Yeah, she just gets to the kitchen line, holds that line, doesn't let it bounce. And that's a key, I think, for Oshiro. She will rarely dink to the same spot twice.
Yeah, moves the
she
ball
doesn't
around
care
well.
who's in front of her. She's not intimidated. She'll move that ball inside and out.
Oh, the
defense
ATP defense kisses the edge of the line.
That was almost ATP to ATP if Dancuart had have let that just develop a little bit more.
Brings up game point.
Oh,
beautiful forehand roll from Oshiro. The
Live it.
top seeds making quick work of game number 1, 11-2.
Everyone knows standing still doesn't get you where you want to go. It's all about movement and progression, power, strength, innovation, expertise. On the court, off the court, and on the way to the court, you have to expect more out of yourself. And you should expect more of the company who makes your tires. Getting you more miles, traction, and safety is why we get up in the morning. Let's drive forward. Expect more. Fortune Tires.
Introducing Persona IQ, the smart knee. Address your knee pain with a replacement that contains sensors which capture helpful information such as your range of motion, stride length, walking speed, and step count to ensure your new knee is performing at its best. It keeps you connected to your healthcare team so you can receive important reminders and personalized recovery guidance. It's not a GPS. It doesn't collect where you've been or where you're going. Persona IQ, a smarter way to regain mobility.
This is why we drink. We drink for tonight, finally in town on the same weekend. Inside jokes, the great outdoors, karaoke till dawn, another cold one and a second slice. We drink for tomorrow, for the 7 a.m. 5K and the tailgate that follows, for the personal best that's about to be bested. Kick flips and polar dips, drop shots, cheap shots, shoot your shot. We drink for the moment, shaky hands, steady beat, a blank canvas, trying to be something. Drink for yourself. No alcohol, no hangover, no empty calories, not a moment wasted. Partake brews the liquid. You bring the courage. Today is for the taking, and we make it happen.
Game 2 underway here in our mixed pro doubles semifinal. The top seed of Oshiro and Howells took game 1 11-2. Braverman and Dancuart able to force the side out.
Ooh, that one just flew off the paddle.
Rocket.
Yeah.
Dancuart stepping across, but Howells waiting for him.
Well, that's a do or die right there. You got to finish it on that first step, or otherwise you're done.
Why are we in sync? Because I'm literally like, if you don't finish the first one, you're done. And it's exactly what happened.
It's not like the three of us have been doing this together for nearly 3 years now.
No.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. Stop that.
He missed the easier one.
That always is what happens.
The one right on his paddle he missed. Good defense there from Howells, but good attacks from Dancuart. Oh,
that was an ambitious lob.
I mean, he tried to like carry it, lift it so he wouldn't give it away, but Dancuart was already stepping back.
Well, that's what happens when you train with someone and you're close friends with them. You kind of know what's in their bag of tricks. And Braverman just coming up short there.
I like how she's laughing it off, though, because she knows she does not miss that shot very often. She's a reset queen.
In.
Oh, in. And well in at that.
Good speed up and flick there from Howells. Gets the shape he wanted.
And Howells was screaming in before Braverman stopped yelling out.
Oh, that's
pretty.
so good.
Wow, what a lob from Oshiro. Just out of the firefight. I'll flip this up.
Oh, Bobby, the combination finishes with the backhand.
Short gets on top with the forehand. Look at how short this is. Boom, on top. Big flick through the middle.
It's a fly swatter backhand through the middle. Not here.
That Howells has hit that combination a couple of times now. Holds it, takes it through the middle. It's behind Dancuart, goes back with the backhand again. This time can go outside the left hip. Oh,
Another one. He's there.
No.
Oh, Dancuart. A little sneaky.
Don't like it right
I
there
know you
because
don't.
as Dancuart gets back, he brings this back with him, and he's already moving forward. He's fast enough to get that. Howells just got to put that ball away.
A good spot there from Howells, sneaking it down the line. Braverman was sitting because Howells had taken the last couple through the middle. She didn't slide over to take line. Oh, that one.
Just long.
Just leave it to Bobby.
Lob City right now.
Let Bobby lob.
Is that similar to Dunk City? It's on the opposite coast.
Fort Myers, yeah.
Opposite coast.
Yeah.
Oh, the reach from Howells.
But I like the talk from Oshiro because on that wide dink, she sits heavy sideline and she couldn't get back to that ball in the middle. She told Howells, he got there. Great coverage.
And a missed serve, but so often Howells and Oshiro have credited their success to their ability to communicate throughout the course of a point. Oh,
Oshiro.
She's just playing right now. She's playing.
She's pulling the string.
To say that Oshiro and Howells are playing loose right now is an understatement. They're out there having some fun. Oshiro's got the feeling for that lob out of the air because she can. She's had the speed ups out of the air as well, so she's just keeping Dancuart and Braverman guessing.
The creativity is what's allowed them to build this 6-point lead here in game number 2. Another timeout taken on court by Dancuart and Braverman. We'll take one as well. Right now, the top seeds cruising here, just a handful of points away from punching their ticket to the gold medal match.
Introducing Persona IQ, the smart knee. Address your knee pain with a replacement that contains sensors which capture helpful information such as your range of motion, stride length, walking speed, and step count to ensure your new knee is performing at its best. It keeps you connected to your healthcare team so you can receive important reminders and personalized recovery guidance. It's not a GPS. It doesn't collect where you've been or where you're going. Persona IQ, a smarter way to regain mobility.
Welcome back. Bobby Oshiro and Will Howells in control in game number 2, up 6-0-1. Oshiro got the diamond earlier this year, now going for the first gold of 2025.
I'm not sure what happened right there.
She caught Braverman a little off balance.
So they were trying to switch it up, put Braverman on the left. They're uncoiling, but Braverman just overruns it.
Way wide. And
like,
then add a little slip as well.
It was like she was trying to give Dancuart some space, but gave him a little too much.
Yeah.
Missed third there. One of the few miscues in the match for Oshiro and Howells. Sails long off the paddle of Braverman, make it 8-0.
I mean, we talked early before this match started of who needed to play loose, and it was Dancuart and Braverman, and they're not playing loose right now. It's Oshiro and Howells playing like they got nothing to lose.
Goodness.
And that ball's going to end up in here.
It was. Dancuart came to play, but played the wrong ball.
Ooh, almost got that.
It's a good speed up and slap there from Dancuart, though.
Dancuart and Braverman able to get back on serve, but it is a 9-point deficit they find themselves in. Ooh.
At least Braverman and Howells still having a little bit of a laugh right there.
You hear Braverman say, "Don't miss."
Yeah.
Oh, Oshiro just too good as they get back on serve.
And just off the paddle, she's thinking, oh, that's going long immediately. And Oshiro's getting enough topspin on it and taking enough off of it to keep that in.
Braverman and Dancuart do avoid the quick pickling, able to get one on their serve. Another lob just wide.
I mean, it's difficult to avoid the quick pickle.
Oh, Braverman just reaching, and it brings up match point. Just off of the edge guard, Howells and Oshiro making quick work in the semifinal. They punch their ticket to the gold medal match. We will hear from the top seeds when we return.
Years from today, Greg Gerstner will finally land the perfect cannonball. Unsuspecting friends? Check. Epic water displacement? Big check. A work of art that's only possible because Greg is already meeting all these same people at AARP volunteer and community events. They'll keep Greg active, involved, and mischievous. and help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
You're 0 for 15 against your daughter because of your toenail bruises and blisters. But she doesn't care because she's got the win. So what do? You get RTP socks with small grip pads inside and out. Your feet will be planted and pain-free. So the next time you can show her that her old man still got it. Nice shot.
And that would be a W for me.
Shouldn't have told you about those socks.
Yeah, that's what you get for holding out on me.
Double or nothing.
All right.
Road to Pro, official sock of the APP Tour.
The APP is sponsored by Road to Pro. Unlock your potential with the official sock of the APP Tour. Penetrex, daily joint and muscle care you can feel good about. And Centerline Athletics, performance apparel created by and for pickleball players.
And here is your final point. Chad, it was a pretty easy walkthrough here for Oshiro and Howells.
Yeah, Oshiro and Howells came out and played extremely loose, had some fun out there. You can see that they've gotten back into the routine. Oshiro throwing a couple of lobs up, Howells with the speed ups. They're moving on to the final, and they're courtside with Dorian Kraft and Al Franklin post-match interview.
Thanks, fellas. Bobby, Will, congratulations. You are moving on to yet another championship match in mixed doubles. Bobby, we got to talk about the lobs for a second because you looked like you were in your bag. What were you seeing there that you thought you could take advantage of?
No, I think I've been practicing actually for the past couple of weeks, and I think it was something from watching them play the match before. That's something that I feel like I had confidence in that I can pull, and hopefully kind of cause some chaos there and get Will involved a little bit. So glad I was able to execute there.
You guys look like you were having a ton of fun out there. And Will, for you, an interesting matchup. You're friends with Mark. You guys trained together. You've obviously played with Jill. How does that factor in and how you go about game planning against two players that you know so well?
Honestly, yeah, knowing them pretty well, I kind of have a plan for how I want to play them going out on the court. But it's always fun, playing against great players and good friends of mine as well when I'm in these moments.
You guys saved your best match for last. You only gave up 3 total points in that semifinal. What's the biggest thing that you guys want to carry over into the championship match?
We talked about it actually earlier. It's just being steady, being clean, no unforced errors, and good starts.
Well, guys, congratulations. We will see you tomorrow in the championship match. Who will be taking on the top seed of Bobby Oshiro and Will Howells? Stay with us to find out.